So we got to Tawala. Mm-hmm. Just as we got off the vehicle, as we were entering, guess who I bumped into? Shatta Wale.
Wow.
And he had this singlet. You see, Rastafari singlet, be red, gold, green, sun net.
Yeah.
So immediately he saw me, Godfather! Godfather! Yeah, Godfather! You today go. When you arrive, I said today, no. Today I go chop dollar.
The matter chop hot. Assembly diloto. Hey! Aye.
I woke up to some beautiful story, narrated by a man like Andy Dosty. Yes, who is a very known and very popular and successful broadcaster in the space. And what is this story about? This is one beautiful success story about Shatta Wale that he shared. And after listening to this particular narration, I was so much inspired, and I would want to share with you so we can also learn from it. But then I also have one or two questions to ask on this particular story. My name is Roland Amate. This is Live on Roland Report. Make sure you subscribe and of course share your views in the comment section. If you are watching this today, know that Ghana's number one, Ghana's pride, Shagzy, is the one holding us down. And if you ever hear of Shagzy, know it is time to ride. So if you're a driver, you want some cool cash, download the app today. Join the big family, the fastest growing family in Ghana. Subscribe and you pay no commission to anybody. And if you're a rider, wherever you want to go, just book Shagzy and it will take you there safe, secure, and affordable. Let's go straight into the conversation. So we all know that yes, there's some weekend entertainment extra shows that happen on Hit FM, and it was one that was initially hosted by DJ Slim, but then and the Dosty one weekend took over, and on that weekend I think they were discussing the Shatta Wale's success as a musician, and the fact that like the money he has is clean money. The money he has is clean money, and it has nothing to do with fraud or scam or whatever. So in that particular narration, that is when Andy Dosty took the opportunity to share his encounter. If you know Andy Dosty and Shatta Wale very well, you know they go way back. From the good, the bad, and the ugly. They've been through all the phases. And Andy shared this particular story that between him and Shatta Wale, and it got me so much inspired. Let's go and listen to the story. When we come back, I have one or two to share and also some few questions to ask.
No, it's about 6 p.m. See, Chalimo go Tawala. I'm like answering him. So Tawala, it's a beach. Okay, so we drove to Tawala in the evening. And this experience, this matter. I don't think I've ever shared this. So we got to Tawala. Mm-hmm. Just as we got off the vehicle, as we were entering, guess who I bumped into? Shatta Wale.
Wow.
And he had this singlet. You see, Rastafari singlet, be red, gold, green, sun net.
Yeah.
So immediately he saw me, Godfather! Godfather! Yeah, Godfather! You today go. When you arrive, I said today, no. Today I go chop dollar. Godfather! Then he went down on his knees. Yeah, Godfather! I'm like, hey, Yusuf, they look for you. Because I had some issue. Someone had reported to me in New York about him, which was quite bad. So I put him on the side. And I told him that, Charlie, a lady came to me about some business, and the lady wanted to sign him and some other acts. And, you know, one thing led to the other, and you know Shatta. So he told her his peace of mind. And the lady said, bandana. He was bandana at the time. Yeah. Bandana. But when he was leaving, he came back and warned me never to call him. And that the next time I see him or I hear of him, he will be the biggest artist in Ghana and in Africa.
Oh, nice.
Wow. This was in 2009.
Oh, wow.
Yes. 2008 or 2009.
Wow.
So this was what he told the lady, that you, I swear, then
I can imagine. I can imagine, pa.
so me, I was just telling him that the lady's got ties with BET. She's this, she's big. Charlie, don't blow up this opportunity. So, oh God, Father, make him come up for them. Me, I tell him, say I swear she will see me. And
This is like dope. Like I don't know why it feels dope.
yeah. And then he asked, when are you going to Kumasi? I go, Father, where you go Kumasi? I say, I'm going back tomorrow. Tomorrow? I say, yeah, I beg you, wait for me here. I'm like, what? I'm going inside. I said, no, if you go inside, you go lost. So you wait for me just 5 minutes, I beg you. Then the guy went in, came back with a lot of CDs.
Hey.
And I asked him, what were they for? And he said, he had come to the beach to share his new CD. He had done a new project. I don't know whether it was an EP or album or something like that. So he had come to the beach to distribute because he was doing the legwork himself back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Something that a lot of artists were not doing. So he had gone to the beach to distribute the CDs to the pubs and, people, you go see, Charlie, this be my song. So then he go give you, either you go sell them or what. I don't know how he was doing the promotion. And he had gone to collect all of them back.
Why?
Hey,
one lady.
So he brought it and said,
unchangeable.
No, listen to the story. I don't think I've ever told the story anywhere. Then he brought the CDs back to me and said, I go collect them back. I'm like, why? He said, Abi, you say they go Kumasi. I say, yeah, just as you did for me with Bandana from Ghana. I beg you, do this one too for your son. I beg you. So he gave me the CDs just to go and distribute to the radios. Because back in the day, I'll go to them and all I was saying was, Charlie, there's a new kid on the block called Bandana. You guys. So like each time they see me, they'll go like, you cry with how you with this your bandana. I know why I'm doing it every day about. I say, Charlie, watch this kid. Because KOD has sent me the song, but I had not even met him before. I didn't even know him. So he brought me the CDs. Then we went in. Charlie, and you may cause water wala. Just so you reggae.
You don't know. You don't know.
You don't know.
Oh no, it's not the same.
No,
anymore.
you see, back in the day, we would say you won't survive in Tawala.
No. No.
Oh, Tawala was hard.
No. You cannot exist. Because the honor, we period now was wired.
Yeah, what do you have? I was like,
oh. Such a quite interesting story. I know you are also touched about this particular narration, and to some of us who are closer to Shatta, we tend to hear different versions of some of these stories or some of these encounters between Shatta and even other people, not only Andy Dosty. And anytime you hear about it, you feel nothing but get inspired. There are certain things that I picked from this particular narration. The first one is the relationship between Shatta Wale and some people, especially people who have really encountered Shatta Wale and people who love Shatta Wale. Is that there seems to be always some kind of friction. But then that friction do not affect the love they have for each other. And the love between Andy Dosty and Shatta Wale is a typical example. Like I said in my intro, these two people have gone through different phases. As friends, as godfather and son, as Shatta would mostly call him, as industry colleagues from different sides, as an artist and a media person. They've gone through different phases. The good, the bad, and the ugly. That is why I, for one, when Andy Dosty said he had forgiven, Shatta Wale, or when Shatta Wale rendered an apology to Andy Dosty, and some others like DJ Slim Dems were so hot-headed and I was laughing at them because you don't know what is between these two people. The second one, which is also very important, has to do with the resilience of Shatta Wale. You see, this is somebody that had enjoyed some level of fame before that 2009 encounter. from the bandana, from Ghana Mukuhu days and stuff, he has enjoyed some level of fame. And he has tasted fame. But you see, in his return, he still had that resilience to say that I want to still humble myself. And you see that your friend is saying, encounter and the Dosty kind with Shatta sharing his CDs, doing the legwork by himself and stuff. I encountered him. Once upon a time, I think around the Aoshi stretch. Man was walking, sharing his CDs. Oh. Sometimes they organize our vans, maybe record on those CDs and keep sharing them. So now that you have the internet, what is your excuse? And you are competing with the same person. On the internet, he doesn't sleep. Today, he is keeping himself abreast. If it is whatever that is in the trends, man is part of it. If it is AI that is erupting, it is part of it. If it is technology, he is part of it. Making himself relevant day to day to day to day to day. So if you see him after 2 decades or close to 3 decades still being relevant, then know that it is nothing but the fact that he was resilient and wanted to succeed. Because again, even as at that time in 2009, he had international people following him or chasing to sign him. He had international people chasing to sign him even as at that time. As at 2009, how many people, especially ones that were still fighting for some level of fame in the space and stuff, had international people chasing them? And the funny aspect is, according to Dosty's narration, he told the lady that the next time you hear of me, I'll be the biggest artist or one of the biggest artists in Ghana and in Africa. This brings me to the song. You know, say, I be so real. The God I worship no cheap. But I tell you, say, I go do, I'm so real. And that is what the song is about. This particular narration goes straight to fit that particular song. And it is so wonderful. But my question is, how many people can still keep the faith like this? How many people? And at what time do you say that I want to keep the faith? At what time do you say that, where do you ma? We've seen people who started in certain disciplines and ended up in another discipline. There are so many examples. Plenty. But on the story of success and career path, when you listen to the life story of Shatta Wale, it has always been music. Yes, along the line, there were other things that came, like the basketball, sports, and other stuff. But one thing that was very consistent with him was the music. And regardless of whatever anybody said. And I can also tell you that I don't think he's changed though. Because even as at back at 2009 or even from the 2000s, even till now, the story and the Dosty shared even back at 2009, there are traits of it even in 2025. And that is the hunger to succeed. So what is your story? What is inspiring you? To some of us, we are blessed to have this person close to us and also to be hearing some of these stories. And we can do nothing but get inspired, pick some level of inspiration from it, and run with it. And we hope and pray that God will shower his blessings onto what we do for them or for it to blossom. Well, share your views in the comment section about this particular story and encounter. Until then, my name is Roland Amati. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.
The matter chop hot. Assembly Diloto. Hey! Aye.